Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Ezra. I'm a couples and portrait photographer currently based in Vancouver, British Columbia. Now in today's video, I'm sharing a fun photo shoot that I got to do with Joe and Glow. They're a partner duo that also do photography in Vancouver area, and I'll put their link in the description below so you can check out their work as well. Now in this particular photo shoot, Joe and Glow and I had connected over Instagram and decided to do a photo shoot together. And the idea for this one was to do sort of a skater, sort of skateboard, longboard kind of vibe. So we wanted something that was a bit more sort of vintage, retro looking, and I knew in my mind I wanted to edit it to look a little bit more like a dirty boots, messy hair, kind of like yellowy and vintage sort of tone. So that was the look we were going for, and we made a mood board and collected that to make sure all our ideas were together, along with the outfit and everything was all streamlined. So if you've ever been on a photo shoot and things have just been going so well, you're vibing, and it completely takes off and changes into something more, and it continues to develop and just blows your mind, this is one of those for me, and so I'm really excited to share that with you. So initially when we got to the location, actually if we scroll back a little bit, the location was someplace that I've wanted to shoot for a while. I've seen it on Instagram a lot, but I don't actually know where it's at. I've seen multiple photos that have this rooftop parking lot in Vancouver, and I've been wanting to figure out where it was. And the only hint I have is some of the photos show a building called the Seymour Building, and I can see that because of the side of the building it says that, Seymour Building. And so one day I decided to go downtown in Vancouver to try and find this location. And after some trial and error and some Google Maps assistance, I was able to find a couple different parkades and finally land on the right parkade, which is this one here. If you send me a message on Instagram at EzraTai Photography, I'll let you know where it's at as well. Anyways, the parkade here is perfect for this. You get a pretty cool skyline. It's very open. The light hits it perfectly for golden hour as well, as you'll see in these photos. And I'm going to just show you these photos now, and then after these photos I did create a little bit of a b-roll clip to go with the photos and some of the clips that I put together from the shoot itself. So if you stay tuned, at the end of the video I'll show that to you as well. Alright, as you can see here, this is the probably one of my favorite photos of Joe and Glow together, and I think it stands for Joseph and Gloria, if I remember correctly. I just met them for the first time during this photo shoot, but I love their Instagram account and how it's called Joe and Glow. Just rolls off the tongue nicely. They're, like I said, they're also wedding photographers in the Vancouver area, and they do travel. I really enjoy and love their energy, and we just vibed so well for this photo shoot. So initially when we did the photo shoot here, this was our first look, and as you can see, incredible skyline here with these buildings. Luckily there wasn't too many cars parked on this area. Sometimes there are cars parked up here, like last time I was here there were some, and that kind of would have ruined the frame, but even though there was a vehicle on this side along with one on here, we were able to capture and sort of frame them out of the picture. So here is the photo here. I just love the emotion that they're able to portray. I think as fellow photographers as well, they sort of get what we're going for, what we're looking for, and they're not afraid to sort of push the envelope for expressions, and I think that really comes together well when they're both doing that and we're able to capture such genuine moments like this. For anyone that's thinking of doing a longboard or skateboard photo shoot, they're super fun. I do recommend you bring some of the tools you need to adjust the trucks, just so that the board, if you're going to be sitting on it or if you're both going to be standing on it, won't be as loose as you might typically ride with it, and then that way you're going to be able to more confidently stand on the board together or sit on the board, as if opposed the trucks were loose, and then it's kind of easier to shift around. I knew the look I was going for was kind of going to be a bleached out, sort of dusty, deserty brown look, and so with them wearing denim and these brown tones as well, it worked out really well together. I'm really happy with the outlook that we were able to, or the outfit we were able to get by going over the mood board together and deciding on that. And it was just about that last part of that harsh light before I ducked down the building here, and so we're able to get this sort of blown out and hazy look, which is exactly what I was looking for. And these photos, I added some grain to it, but I love the look of it. I can like imagine it blown up on a canvas, and it would just look really cool and timeless. Some of the photos here. The movement and the emotions here were just absolutely unreal. So after doing some of our photos with the longboard, we transitioned to getting a bit more close-ups. Just some more of these type of shots here. I'll just show you sort of a before and after as well. So I'm going to switch over to this develop function here. And if you haven't done it before, a quick key if you're in Lightroom and wanting to see the before and after, if you hit the Y like Yankee button on your keyboard, it should show you a side-by-side of the edited version versus the original. And then if you hit the keyboard for L, so like L like Lima, then you can sort of darken the background or go all the way, hit it again, and it'll just be a black background around your two photos, which I find to be very helpful in comparing photos back and forth from the original and the edited. So as you can see on the left side, this would be the original. On the right side, this would be the edited version. Hit L again, and I'll go back to the regular one, and then go ahead and click the letter D like Delta, and it'll bring it back to your developing function, and that's the photo here. So some more photos of them together. We were just playing with the light to see what we can get for the best angle, and then trying to frame them with the buildings on either side of them here and here, along with this line over here. Definitely one of my favorite spots to shoot in Vancouver if you're looking for an urban rooftop look. It's a really good canvas to portray different looks, I find. It's pretty simple. There we go. As we transitioned even further, we did some sitting down ones, some close-ups like this. We're playing with the really harsh light coming from this angle over here, creating some nice shadows as well that I really liked. And then as we were shooting and taking a little bit of a break and doing an outfit change, both Joe and Glow really liked the bike that I brought with me, so my motorcycle, which is basically my baby. And so we decided to do some photos with the motorcycle as well. The second outfit totally worked with that as well. And so here's some photos with them on my motorcycle. And it totally fits their vibe and looks like it's their bike and what they would ride. And it's something that I'm really happy we were able to add that. And it wasn't the only surprise during the photo shoot actually as well. Here's some photos of them together. Looking super adorable. I was backing the bike up for them, and Joe got a couple shots of me as well. This is probably my favorite one from that. It's a nice candid of me just backing up my bike and making sure that we're positioned in the right area for the photo that I'm trying to compose. And then after that, Joe and Glow suggested that we also shoot with their Jeep that they had recently got. They wanted to get some photos with their Jeep. It's part of their brand, I feel like, and I was definitely down for that, and it really worked with the outfits that they brought and the mood we were going for. And so here are some of the photos with their Jeep. Just these angles here in the composition worked out really well, and I'm super happy that we're able to get shots like this, just shooting nice and low to create more of a dramatic and bold look here. And then as we were wrapping up, there was one final spot that I wanted to shoot, and it was the ramp coming up to this rooftop here, just to get a different perspective. So we have some photos like this where I'm shooting directly above Joe and Glow, and they're walking up the ramp here. A really cool perspective. And then just some final shots before we finished. I took their phone and asked if they wanted me to get a couple videos for their story, and they were super happy that I offered to do that. And so I had them sitting on the Jeep to do this. And so we have these really cool photos like this. This one looks a little bit grainy just with the computer and being zoomed in, but this is what it looks like. Very candid, the last photos for our shoot, and ended it on a really good high. I think one of my favorites from the entire shoot was in the beginning here. This one, I just really like how this all came together. It's a nice sort of closer shot once I cropped it in, and it really has like genuine emotion on both Joe and Glow's face. You can see the movement as well, and the composition worked out in the way that I was hoping it would work as well. So really fun photo. But yeah, that's the shoot I did with Joe and Glow. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope that looking at this sort of format where I talk about the photos and the photo shoot is something that you enjoy. I definitely like creating videos like this, so if you enjoy it, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're not already following me on Instagram, you can do that at Ezra Photography. And before I go and show you the B-roll clip I put together at the end of this, just want to remind you to make new friends and shoot them. See you later.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head. From all those pretty words you said, it's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am, it's like I'm wasted. and I won't waste it. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste this. I'll follow you, yeah. I'll follow you, yeah. Could you come a little closer now? 'Cause I don't wanna slow this down. My heart is screaming out your name. I'm wasted on you. Here we are, right underneath the stars. So let's get a little reckless. You make me breathless, and I won't waste